Alex with Okotoks Volkswagen. We are continuing our Discover the Foothills segment, and for this one, we're kind of highlighting some of the unsung heroes of our society, and that would be agriculture, farming, that sort of stuff. So we're headed out to a farm here near Alderside, and we're going to check out some of their operation. We're going to, I think we're going to drag race, and I plan to win. Might be a tight race though, but that's what's going on today. We're having a little bit of fun out on a farm. And I'm here with Roy. He's a local farmer, and he's been very generous to take some time out of his busy schedule to kind of show us around his land, what their day-to-day operations are, and just kind of talk a little bit, how we get food on everybody's table. But it's nice to meet you, Roy.
Yeah, good to see you. So we're down at we call it the Riverland. It's where the highwood and the sheep join. We're seeding barley today, malt barley, and we're about close to 3/4 done our harvest, our spring work this year.
When do you typically start that? Is it weather dependent, I imagine?
Yeah, this year it was weather dependent. Every year it's kind of weather dependent, and in the calendar. A lot of guys used to seed really early in April, but we've turned to back off. And this year there was still snow on our ground on the April 20th up here. So we decided, well, you can't. You go when this land lets you go.
Roy, if you want to take us around, show us a few things.
Sure, we'll probably
teach me a little bit about what you're doing out here.
Yeah, we'll go up and look at the seed drill, and I'll show you how that works, and then maybe you guys go for a ride on the tractor. Probably it'll be my brother or my son driving it, because I don't get to drive it. I get to be the gopher.
Yeah.
And
supervisor.
Yeah, we'll try. This will be the fertilizer. That's what they're working on.
Okay, yeah.
It'll come out here, and these little sensors here will tell them in the cab if there's a flow. So it just does echo, and it can tell if that seed run's plugged.
Okay, cool.
For this hose and this, so there's 48 times 2. So it's 98 sensors. So that comes down, and then this goes in the ground, and so this will put the fertilizer. It comes out here, and it'll put it about 3/4 of an inch away from the seed, and this is the seed here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because I imagine you probably don't want the seed and the fertilizer right together.
No, because
you want it to soak into the soil. And
well, you get them close too much. You can put some with the seed, but if you put too much, it'll kill the seed.
Yeah. Yeah,
so these are all the sensors. Each one of those modules goes into the cab. So if this plugs off, it'll stop the sound. Even if it even tells if it's not full rate, it'll sense that just a little bit's getting through.
And so you said it's echo, you said?
Yeah.
So it's that's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah. So they're watching it now. So that's the seed. That's fertilizer, but the seed's the same concept, right? So what he's doing there, he's got a scale there.
Yeah.
And each one of these tanks has his own scale, but what he's doing now, it meters it, and he's going to weigh it. And then that'll say every crop is a different density.
So you can also eat this one too.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
So this is a fungicide to keep it so it'll germinate better. Wheat you don't have to. Yep. Who wants to go with him?
But I just like to make sure everything's working well and checking all the monitors, making sure everything's going smoothly. This right here shows us if there's a plug or not. So if it's flashing red, so we've had troubles with this guy right here for this whole time. But other than that, this one, I don't know why it's offline, that's news to me. But if it's green, it's good to go. So there's stuff to think about. I mean, once you get going, you can sit on your phone and I don't know, make a tweet or whatever you want to do. But I kind of like, especially down here where we have such a gorgeous view, take it all in. Why not?
the weather is a challenge. I think weather would be number one because you need weather to grow, but you can either freeze on you, hail on you. I've been hailed 26 times out of 32 years, but not out. I've been hailed out 3 times. But there's nothing frustrating than 9 minutes your whole income's gone, right?
Yeah, you just kind of
We have insurance for it, which is good, but that's the most challenging. So this is where my dad was raised, my granddad's house.
Oh, okay, right here.
Yeah. And
And so are you?
so my nephew lives there, one of them. And then the next place is my place here.
Yeah. So is your land here then too?
That's my nephew. This is mine, and then all the way up to those trees, way further in distance.
Yeah, the big row of them?
We farm all the land all the way up to there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll turn left after this intersection.
After?
Yeah.
So Roy, how important is ranching and farming to the Foothills area?
Well, the farming and ranching have been the backbone of the community here in the whole area for hundreds of years until the last 20. Okotoks and High River have grown, but that was the main staple and livelihood of 90% of the people in the community. Our family's been here since 1904, and there's been a lot of change even in my 50-some years of being here. And for High River being 1,500 people and Okotoks 1,600 people, it's just has boomed. But the farming, there used to be elevators in every small town, and cattle used to get shipped out of Cayley, and so the whole community worked around agriculture, and the service industry was a big part of it to support the farmers, and the meat packing and through the century, and that's still a big part of it.
So yeah, really the ag came first, and then kind of
Yeah.
everything else kind of followed suit.
Yeah, and you notice all the towns are built in an area where probably the best farmland was, like Calgary, High River, Okotoks is probably some of the best farmland in the country right around.
Yeah.
And so it's a big part of our community.
Yeah. Roy, I want to thank you for showing me around your farm, your land, and you know, kind of what you do day to day to harvest crops at the end of the season.
No, you're welcome, and I want to thank you guys for showing interest in agriculture, because it's getting harder and harder for us farmers' voices to be heard in what's going on in the community, and people like Okotoks Volkswagen that come out and help us sponsor you guys to keep you guys in our business.
Absolutely. No, well, it's 100% our pleasure, Roy. And I got a question for you. How much horsepower does that thing have?
Oh, she's pulling about 130.
Want to race for pinks?
Let's go.
All right.